The world changed forever at 8:15 a.m. on August 6, 1945. A blinding flash over Hiroshima, Japan, announced the dawn of the atomic age. This wasn't just another bomb. This was a weapon unlike any other, capable of unimaginable destruction. In that single, searing moment, tens of thousands of lives were lost. The city was reduced to rubble and ash. The event sent shockwaves across the globe, forcing humanity to confront the terrifying power it now possessed. The bombing of Hiroshima remains one of the most significant events in human history. It's a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of war and the terrible choices leaders sometimes face. The story of that day is one of innovation and destruction, of loss and resilience. It's a story that continues to shape our world today. This is the story of Hiroshima. The journey to that fateful day began years earlier with the secretive Manhattan Project. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly, driven by the urgency of war and the race against time. The decision to use the bomb was not taken lightly. President Truman faced an agonizing choice. An invasion of Japan could result in even greater loss of life, both American and Japanese. Hiroshima, a bustling city, was chosen as the target to demonstrate the bomb's devastating power. On that clear morning, the Enola Gay took off, carrying the bomb that would change history. The survivors, known as hibakusha, carry the memories and scars of that day. Today, Hiroshima stands as a symbol of peace and a call for nuclear disarmament. The legacy of Hiroshima urges us to strive for a world free of nuclear weapons. From the ashes, Hiroshima has risen, a testament to human resilience and the enduring spirit of its people. Every year, the city commemorates the bombing with a peace ceremony, honoring the past and hoping for a peaceful future. Education about Hiroshima's history is crucial, ensuring that future generations pledge for peace. By the summer of 1945, World War II had ravaged the globe for 6 long years. The conflict had spread across continents, engulfing Europe, Asia, and the Pacific in a relentless storm of violence and destruction. Millions lay dead, victims of a conflict that had consumed nations and shattered lives. Cities were reduced to rubble, and families were torn apart by the relentless march of war. In the Pacific, the war raged on. The battles were fierce and unyielding, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The islands became battlegrounds, each one a stepping stone towards the ultimate goal. Japan, though battered and exhausted, showed no signs of surrender. The Japanese military was determined to fight to the last man, and the civilian population was prepared to defend their homeland at all costs. President Harry S. Truman faced a grave dilemma. As the new leader of the United States, he was thrust into a situation that required a decision of unprecedented magnitude. The Allied invasion of Japan, planned for later that year, promised a bloodbath on both sides. Casualty estimates were staggering. Military advisors predicted that the invasion could result in hundreds of thousands of Allied and Japanese deaths. Truman held in his hands a terrifying new weapon, the atomic bomb. This weapon, born from the secretive Manhattan Project, had the potential to end the war in a single decisive stroke. Developed in secrecy, the bomb represented a gamble, a desperate attempt to end the war swiftly and save lives, perhaps even millions of them. The scientists who worked on the project understood the bomb's destructive power, but they also saw it as a means to bring about a swift conclusion to the conflict. Yet the moral implications of unleashing such a weapon weighed heavily on Truman. He grappled with the knowledge that using the bomb would cause unprecedented devastation and loss of life. He understood the bomb's devastating power, its potential to forever alter the course of human history. The decision he faced was not just about ending the war, but about the future of humanity and the ethical boundaries of warfare. The creation of the atomic bomb was a feat of unprecedented scientific collaboration. It was a project that brought together not just scientists, but also engineers, military personnel, and even mathematicians, all working towards a common, albeit terrifying, goal. The Manhattan Project, shrouded in secrecy, brought together the brightest minds from across the United States and beyond. This monumental effort was coordinated under the utmost secrecy, with many of the participants unaware of the full scope of the project they were contributing to. In hidden laboratories and secret cities like Los Alamos, New Mexico, these scientists toiled tirelessly. driven by the urgency of wartime and the fear of a Nazi Germany developing the bomb first. Los Alamos became a hub of innovation and intense research, a place where groundbreaking discoveries were made daily. The science behind the bomb was complex and terrifying. Theoretical physics and practical engineering had to come together in perfect harmony to make the bomb a reality. Equations and theories that once seemed abstract were now being tested in real-world scenarios. The splitting of the atom, nuclear fission, released unimaginable energy. This process, which had been a mere scientific curiosity, was now the key to creating a weapon of unprecedented destructive power. The energy released from nuclear fission was millions of times more powerful than any conventional explosive. Yet the scientists pressed on, their work culminating in the Trinity test in the New Mexico desert. This test was the ultimate proof of their efforts, a moment that would determine the success or failure of years of intense labor and secrecy. The successful detonation of the world's first atomic bomb on July 16, 1945, ushered in a new era, one defined by both promise and peril. The explosion was a blinding flash of light, followed by a mushroom cloud that rose high into the sky, a stark symbol of the dawn of the nuclear age. This moment marked the beginning of a new chapter in human history, one where the power to destroy entire cities lay in the hands of mankind. Dawn of the Enola, gay preparations for the unthinkable. In the early morning hours of August 6, 1945, a B-29 bomber named Enola Gay took off from the island of Tinian. Inside, a 10,000-pound atomic bomb nicknamed Little Boy awaited its terrible destiny. The crew, a mix of young men thrust into an extraordinary situation, understood the gravity of their mission. They were about to make history, unleashing a weapon of unimaginable power upon the world. The flight to Hiroshima was long and tense. The crew, briefed on the bomb's potential, couldn't help but contemplate the consequences of their actions. They were not politicians or generals making decisions from afar. They were the ones tasked with delivering this fearsome weapon, the ones who would forever be linked to the events about to unfold. A blinding flash, then silence, the bombing of Hiroshima. At 8:15 a.m. local time, the Enola Gay reached its target. The bombardier, Colonel Paul Tibbets, later recalled the moment with chilling clarity. "It was just like any other bombing mission," he said, "except for the feeling in the pit of my stomach." The bomb, released from the belly of the Enola Gay, fell silently towards the unsuspecting city below. The explosion was instantaneous and devastating. A blinding flash of light, brighter than 1,000 suns, engulfed the city. Then came the heat, a searing wave that melted steel and turned concrete to dust. The blast wave, traveling faster than the speed of sound, flattened buildings for miles around. In an instant, Hiroshima, a bustling city of 350,000 people, was transformed into a smoldering ruin. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content. Your support makes a big difference and helps us create even more exciting videos. See you in the next one.